Okay, we were discussing about question number 4, right?
Question 3.
Sorry, question number 3.
3.
I just to add on that, he said that we have to do the thinking and feeling equal to we have to that the main obstacle to breaking the habit of being ourselves is thinking and feeling equal to our environment, our body, and time. If we can think beyond this, we have higher thinking or greater thinking of this environment, body, and time. That will be the reason that we can. That will be one of the way that we can. Not one of the way. It is the way to change our habit of being ourselves. Clear? Okay, let's go to the question number 5.
I have a doubt.
Sorry, question number 4.
No, before that, chapter 4, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
What is the big 3?
Time.
Eh?
Body, environment, body,
Mm-hmm.
and time. Environment, body, and time.
Oh,
That's what he said about the big 3. I also got confused. I had to read it the whole chapter 2-3 times for me to understand. So
okay.
it's environment, body, and time.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, question number 5. Question number 4, sorry. Are we living in creation or survival mode? Share your thoughts on this. Anybody? It is your own experience. Huh? Are we living currently with a survival mode or creative mode?
I try now.
Yes,
I
please.
feel we are living on a survival mode
Mm-hmm.
because living in stress and functioning as a materialist. Believing the outer world, that means our environment, body, and time, is more real than the inner. We are like the robots. From morning, the time we wake up, and it's like, okay, that chore have to be done, this have to be done, a family, job, career, then whatever. So unless if you are most unless if you're doing something that you enjoy, when you do something you enjoy, you don't feel the time going. That's where is the creative mode comes in actually.
Very nice.
So I don't know, for me, I feel, because I feel like, okay, rush, okay, morning, okay, do breakfast, send kids to school, okay, back to work, okay, get stuck in the jam, go do work, finish. So so for me it's like that. So when you take out some of the time, okay, this is my time now, okay, I would like to do something for myself, so this is my time. So maybe at that time we take the time for ourselves, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with you. What about the rest?
Mia, till I try. I
Sure,
think we are
sure.
living in the survival mode lah,
Mm-hmm.
because of our habits, like Deep say, we get up, we know this, we just go on doing the same thing over and over and again. It's like we are living in our habits lah, so we just live in survival mode. Like unless there's something new, something different, something that we have to think for ourselves, becomes creative, when I joined your session, that one, the few weeks, you say every day try to do something different,
Something new.
so that it won't become something new. Right? I don't know. Is it
Yeah,
true?
you're correct. Thank you, Papia, for sharing. Kalia, which mode are you in?
I think I'm in the survival mode because I just feel like life is more like have to do this for people, have to do this for family, have to do this for the kids, like it or not. But somehow my kids feel that I am in a creative mode now ever since I started doing this skincare thing. They said that I am just doing the basic. I'm cooking for the sake of preparing meals for them. I'm not getting creative with the food that I'm doing.
Yeah, we all get that blame, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Kalia, for sharing. Abita, what do you think? Which mode do you are in? Survival or creative? Abita? Okay, looks like the connection is not going through. Um, but I'm sure all of us are going through some creative moment every day. Can you identify that creative moment?
I think that a simple task as when we want to improvise on how we cook something, how we want to prepare the meal, is also a creative mode.
Yeah, it is. It is. You know, it can be either cooking, when you're developing your skincare, you don't think of anything else, right? You just want to do it
Yeah.
in a perfect thing. And when you're doing something that you like, let's say, for example, if you love listening to music, but the other thing that we are all in a creative mode is when we do meditation. That's when we let go of everything. We become nobody, we become nothing, and we are nowhere. So that is the creative mode. Okay, let us discuss the next question. In quantum model of reality, ultimately everything is energy. What is the connection between energy and vibration? I think we also discussed it in our spirituality. How can you connect that? Anyone want to try?
I try. Such as like survival-oriented emotions are lower frequency, lower energy emotions like anger, hatred, judgment, guilt, shame. So they vibrate at a very slower wavelength. So it grounds us into being physical. We are physically on the earth. Unlike like elevated emotions like joy, love, gratitude are at higher frequency. So less likely to root us to the body. So as emotions become more elevated, we will naturally ascend to a higher level of consciousness.
Amazing. Thank you, Dave. Okay. And another way of attaining the higher level of consciousness is through meditation. I think we all know about that, right?
Mm.
Okay, let's look at
Yes.
let's look at what are the traits to achieve freedom from our present lives? What are the traits to achieve freedom from our present life? I think he has mentioned a few traits. Anybody can share that?
Among that is to forget the people we know, the problem we have,
Yeah.
the things we own, and the place we go,
Yes.
and to lose
Yes.
track of time.
Yeah. I said we have to think. We have to stop thinking about the physical thing, right? We have to think about
Mhm.
it. We have to go beyond the survival mode, so we can actually achieve the freedom. Okay, the question number 7 is, how did Bill 57, a roofing contractor, overcome his cancer? Before we discuss that, he said, we always think about the negative emotions and we create sickness in our body. If we can create sickness, we also have the ability to uncreate sickness. So Bill's story is an example of it. So who can share about Bill's story?
He left his familiar environment and he went to a new place for a retreat, 2 weeks retreat in
Mm-hmm.
Mexico.
Yeah. What did he do during that time?
He paid attention to his previously unconscious behaviors and actions.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tried to stop from thinking about those
Yes.
and about people who are unloving towards himself.
He created a new Bill and he created new reality, and the sickness went off. Thank you, Kalia, for sharing this.
Tila, can we say that he also created new thoughts and feelings?
Yes, he created new thoughts and feelings because
Mm,
he let go of his whole old self. He
yeah.
actually looked deeper into his life. he was seeing what is actually causing the problem, and because of the, uh, he was in the victim mode. He felt that
Yeah.
nothing was happening as per his thoughts. He was forced to do
Mm.
a lot of things. So that thought created sickness in him.
Can
By
we say
self-loving.
like him, because he put himself away from that familiar environment, right? Because he
Yeah.
went for a retreat, so he could do that. Like us every day, how do we face that? How to change? It's a bit difficult also, lah. I feel, lah. I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Bhavya. That's why I always tell
Ah,
we have to leave the environment at least every 3 months. We have to go somewhere. Because
yeah,
if
it's
you are in the
true.
same environment, you cannot think greater than what the environment says, unless.
Yeah, exactly.
But what you can do is you can accept the situation.
Mm,
Okay, you can accept the situation. You could have this thought in your mind. I
mm,
cannot change anybody, but I can change myself.
yeah.
Myself is by accepting the situation that I'm in. I know that I
Mm,
cannot get away from this situation, but I will make full use of it. Being comfortable in a difficult situation, like Saras used to say.
yeah,
Yeah, being
correct.
comfortable
Yeah,
in a
I
difficult.
feel by self-loving,
Yes.
self-loving. Every morning, I'll put on YouTube every morning. The moment I wake up on the YouTube in the hall, the TV, I'll put the Louis Hayes affirmations. And when you
Yeah.
listen,
Yes.
I don't care whether you're listening or not, but by the time you're walking up and down and doing your work and taking shower and all, the one will be going on. So the mind will pick up, not the whole 1 hour. No, your mind will just pick up suddenly something, and then I'll just use that for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Mm,
Yeah. Yeah. At the beginning stage, before I came through this process, I used to listen to a
mm,
lot of affirmations. I will listen to Louis Hay. I will listen to Joe Dispenza, everybody, because I don't want to have negative thoughts in my mind. So I keep listening to all these affirmations. Now I don't have to, because I kind of accepted the situation. Nothing is going to change, but I will change myself. I will accept the situation. I'll be comfortable in that environment. And that is the reason every 3 months I go for a holiday, because I need to
yeah,
take away myself from the toxic environment that I'm in. Okay?
yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Papia, for raising this question. Okay. Briefly explain the function of frontal lobe during creative process. I think when we talked about frontal lobe,
Like question 8 first.
question Ada, what do you understand by know thyself? I think this one, uh, Deep has already answered by by learning how to do self love. But what do you understand by know
Yeah,
thyself?
love thyself, opportunity to evolve our understanding of ourselves.
Yes. You see, if we are surrounded by a lot of challenges, as I said, we cannot change anything. We can change ourselves, but before we could change ourselves, we have to understand ourselves. Know thyself. Know that we are divine beings. If we can understand that we are divine beings and bring some spirituality into this, even he says about that, our consciousness level need to be raised. If we can raise that consciousness level, that we will understand we are divine being, and everything is just a part of the play that we have come to play, we can actually change ourselves. I personally, this thing has happened to me, so that's why I'm sharing this. Okay. Anyone else want to add on to this? No, Daisa?
Mm, for me, self-awareness and self-reflection, even though like, when I know, okay, I'm doing something wrong, okay, nagging and all, then I stop. Then, okay, it'll say, okay, next time I cannot do that. So the thing will be running in my mind, okay, next I cannot do that, okay, next I cannot do that. So by practicing slowly, it doesn't come overnight. I don't graduate overnight.
Yeah.
Slowly. be very tiny. For people, there's no changes, but for me, I feel maybe got changes lah.
Yeah, I see changes in you, Deep. I've known you for a long time, so I know that. Okay. Um, another thing that is important for us to understand is when we have self-love, we will not allow a lot of things happen to us. We will not anybody to disrespect us because we respect ourselves a lot. We will not allow anyone take us for granted. Do you all agree to that?
Agree, because then we won't take deeply, we won't be affected by what people are saying about us.
Yes. And we will stop gossiping about others also. Okay.
Correct.
Yes.
All that.
Okay, Nalis and Rani, it's good to see you here. Okay.
Thank you. I have one question.
Yes,
I'm
Rani.
not at that evolved stage that all of you are, because I find that I get affected by what people say. I mean,
Mhm.
as much as I'd like to not get affected, but it still does, especially when it's your people who are very dear to you.
Yes. I agree with you, Rani. When we are very close to someone, we love someone, it's difficult for us to accept what they're saying. Even I have the same situation. But I
Mm,
understand, what I understood is I cannot
yep.
change that person, but
Yes.
I can change myself. That means I can accept, I don't have to accept everything that they are saying. So what they are
Yes.
saying is actually a reflection about themselves. It's never about me.
Oh, that's an
Yeah,
interesting perspective. Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. That's
It's
true.
never about me. Even in a working condition, working area, if somebody comes and
Mhm.
say, Rani, you are rude, because that
Mm,
rudeness is in them, not in you. They are
okay.
trying to put that on you. It is a
Mm.
reflection of themselves. It's never about you. Remember that.
I have a
Yes.
very, I don't know whether it's a good habit or a bad habit. I think it's a bad habit that I have. When
Mhm.
someone is annoyed with me and all that, I always think that, you know, I'm sure they have the issues. That's why they're reacting the way they are. You know, it's not about me. I try to
Yeah,
look at it that way.
it is a good habit because when you think like that, it will not affect you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It won't affect as much, but I
Mm-hmm.
have to keep rationalizing and saying that, you know, they must be going through something, you know, therefore they're lashing out this way. So
Yeah.
let me not take it personally, but it does affect me a little bit though.
It, uh, it's don't worry.
Yeah,
It takes time.
Sheila,
It takes time.
can I say,
Yes, please.
some I also go through that situation. Sometimes it affects me, it hurts me also.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel why these people are saying this kind of things to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I go back and say, why do they say these
Mm,
things to me. It affects me, but I just sit down and say, why, just then
yeah.
sometimes I say, it's okay lah, just let it go.
Yeah.
But it'll come back again. Why did they say that to me?
Yeah.
It's
It's
a bit
Vicky
difficult
Simani's
lah, but
case.
slowly. Yeah, what, Dila?
Vicky Simani. I think we all have listened to Vicky Simani, right, Tapia?
Yeah.
Yeah, every Thursday.
Yes.
Mm,
Every Thursday,
true.
she says, it's all about them. And the other thing is, it is it is on you whether you want to carry that thought or not. Okay, the
Yes. Yes,
anger.
that's true.
Ah, you're angry or whatever emotion that you feel. How long you want to carry that? It is your
Yeah,
decision to
true.
let it go.
Mm,
So,
Yeah.
Tapia, when I have that kind of thought, you know what I do?
mm-hmm.
I watch a good movie.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like to
Because
watch comedies. I love
yeah,
to watch comedies. Yeah.
yes, watching comedy is making you laugh. When you're laughing,
Yeah.
when you are full of laughter, the cells in your
Yes.
body will be rejoicing. So please watch as many comedies as you can.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Dila.
Okay, okay. Let's
First
go to
step
the
of first step of self-loving is to stop self-criticism.
yes, amazing day. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, briefly explain the function of frontal lobe during creative process. when he talked about frontal lobe, the thought that came to my mind is the third eye. You all agree to that or not? Hello?
How
Yes,
can
yes.
understand?
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry. Yes, I agree. I agree
You
with
agree,
that.
it's a frontal lobe, yeah?
Mm.
Okay. So
Yes.
what are the three functions? Very briefly, three functions.
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
What are the three functions of the frontal lobe as discussed by the author?
Becoming self-aware,
Yes.
Awareness,
Awareness, becoming self-aware, awareness. The other one?
Concentration, observation,
focus.
making conscious decisions,
Mm-hmm.
and then
creating
the
a new mind to think about new ways,
Yes. Creating a new mind to think about new ways. And number three is?
making
making
thoughts more
it more real than anything else.
Yes,
Okay.
amazing. So when you do this meditation, you all have realized this, right? How many of you have realized all these things? I have realized the three also in my meditation after doing the meditation. Anyone want to share?
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat the three things, Akka?
To become self-aware, to create a new mind, and to make thoughts more real than anything else. Okay, when we do meditation, we become very self-aware, right? We know about our what do you call it? We know everything about us. We know our weakness, our strength, everything about us. So become very self-aware, and sometimes we even become selfish because we put ourselves more than anybody else. Okay. Number two, to create a new mind. Create a new mind is what happens is we stop doing all the old things like gossiping, like backbiting, a lot of things that we used to do, unnecessary spend time doing unnecessary things. All these things we stop, right? Number three, when you are in meditation, every thoughts become real thing, and that's when we get all the visions. We see universes. We connect with the divinities. We connect with masters. Hello, are you all with me?
yes,
Yes.
Leela.
Okay. Interesting, right?
Listening, yes.
Interesting, huh? Okay. Okay, guys, let's look at the last question. What insights you receive from these chapters? Can I start with Deep? What is the aha moment for you from this book?
We have the power.
You have the power. Yes.
We have the power, and we must believe. Have faith in what we are going to become.
You have the ability to become whoever, whatever you want to be, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Deep. Thank you for sharing. Kalia.
That our thought create disease.
Yes. And our thought also can uncreate the disease.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Just adding on Kalia. Okay. Papia.
That to not live in the past and our past experience, to let it go and think of a new mind, to think about new ways of being myself.
Amazing, Papia. And I know you're doing that right.
Thank you.
Okay, Abita.
What is the question, Akka? Can you repeat it?
What is your insight from these chapters, chapter 4 and 5? What is your aha moment from these chapters?
Okay. My aha moment overall with Joe Dispenza is not go to the past. Don't be a victim, be a victor. So many times these days I'm aware whenever I go to the victim mode, yeah, sometimes I'm super powerful in the creation mode. But yes, because of being in unnecessary place, unnecessary people, and listening to unnecessary things, we end up being in the survival mode and uh, come out of the creation mode. So what I learned from Joe Dispenza or this book is mainly is be in creation mode, create the reality you want, and especially that we have to do in a meditative state. That is the biggest aha moment, which I'm learning and practicing every day because of Joe Dispenza.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Amazing. You have
Thank you.
connected with meditation and what you said. Okay, Nalis, what is your aha moment from this book? From this chapter, chapter 4 and 5.
Hi, Dila. Sorry, I was watching back. Okay. I won't say it's a aha moment yet in this book. But basically based on the chapter 1 to chapter 5 now, I realized that that you have the potential to change yourself. That is my biggest take on this whole book, chapter 1 to chapter 5. That you have the potential to change yourself.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Nalis. Okay, lastly, Rani.
Oh, for me, I think as I go through the chapters, and to be very honest, when I hear the engagement from all of you here, for me, I think when I started reading the book, the importance to disengage but to be present is what came to my mind. You know, you can be there, but you don't have to engage. Being detached. These are the two words that comes to my mind actually when I was going through the chapters.
Being detached, but can you clarify more?
Well, detached meaning detached from the situation that you don't want to be. Being detached.
Amazing. Got it.
That's what came to my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and the first
Because
thing
I think sometimes emotional attachment is the biggest. For me, that's my biggest challenge. Personal challenge, being emotionally attached to the sentimental thing is very big with me. Yeah.
Okay. As you go along, you will understand how to detach yourself. And the first thing, for me, detachment and letting go of attachment, everything came through meditation. Because meditation taught me, I think taught all of us here, how to be in the present. And then whatever life that we are creating here is actually part of your request. Because if you read the Thinking and Destiny books, it says your thought created the life. And in Soul Plan, it says that we created how our life is going to be. So when we learn that, the first question I ask myself is, if I created the whole life, why am I complaining about it? So from there, I started to work on myself, and that's when the self-love and everything came in. So if you listen to all the stories of the Kalia, Deep, Pafia, everybody, we all have one Abita also. We all have beautiful stories to share. Okay, so that one will become our spiritual discourse later after we finish this chapter. Okay.
I guess I'm very much a novice actually. Yeah. So I've got a long road ahead of me, that's for sure.
Don't worry, Rani. By the time you finish the book, I think you'll be on par with us.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Okay. Thank you everyone for joining me. Oh yeah, Rani and Nalis, we were discussing earlier. We will keep to our schedule. That means once a week. Okay, again it comes out running out of time. We'll keep to our schedule once a week. And because this book is not that difficult to read, and as I've given you the questions up front, so you just skim through.
That helps a lot.
Okay,
that helps a lot. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me today.
Can I say something, Tila?
Yes.
Thank you so much, lah. It's just a fantastic book. I want to thank you, and
I thank each one of you for joining.
Taking your time, actually.
Yeah, really. The questions and all that. So we go through and then we understand the chapter more with the questions.
Thank you.
Yes. I agree with that. That helps. Yeah.
I learned this method from
Because
the
if we just
Thinking and
read the
Destiny
book,
book that I was going through.
sometimes it's difficult to.
Deep, you were saying something?
Tilaka. Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Tilaka, later I want to share I want to share an experience later with you.
We got
I think it's
8
gonna
minutes. You want to share here?
no, it's okay, it's okay.
Deep, I
I
want to
think he
say.
wants to get it personally with you, Tila.
Okay.
No, nothing personal. It's just it was an I don't know whether it was a dream or was it an astral travel. I was up there. I was above this earth. I was up there. It was
Wow.
like capsules, and everyone was going to earth. Everyone is rushing in the capsule. There are a lot, and everyone is rushing to come to earth. Oh, I got goosebumps, and I saw my
I'm getting
husband.
goosebumps also.
I saw my husband's capsule. I said, I want to go with him. I want to go with him. But my husband was not bothered. He was busy rushing to going down. And then somebody told me, okay, you want to go on an express capsule? I was like, I said, okay. You're on an express capsule. And then suddenly I'm down on earth. And then I was like, I can see a couple there, a parent. And I was thinking, who am I now? Am I the baby or who am I? And then I saw like from outside a 3-year-old baby going and hugging the parents. I was like, is that me? Am I that 3-year-old baby? But seriously, it felt so real. And
Deep, I'm
then
telling you, it is real. It
it
is real.
really,
You're seeing your past life.
I was like,
Wow.
oh my God.
Yeah, that means
It was very real. It really felt, and there are so many people, so many that they are waiting all to come down. All are waiting.
That's what Ayappa
Then
says.
they are not.
That's what
Sorry?
Ayappa says. That's what Ayappa says. A lot of souls are waiting. And these souls
Yeah, and
coming in capsules are all of us who have come here to change the earth.
correct. And up there, you're not bothered, he's my husband or no, all are
Yeah,
just waiting to come down.
yeah. Wow, amazing, Deep,
Oh,
amazing. Write it down, write it down. I just want to say thank you for sharing the link yesterday because after so long, I did 3 hours of meditation yesterday.
oh yes, it was
Yeah,
nice
it
yesterday.
was really nice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ayappa is
I'm
always
still
like that.
recording.